Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan wa marhaba bikum, welcome all. Lesson 6 of Let's Learn Arabic. So in today's lesson, we are going to learn about prepositions, known as huruf jar. So here are the few things that we are going to learn today. So I just wanted to change it a little bit. I wanted to actually show all the meanings of the words today so that by the time we get to the sentences, we'll have an idea of which word to use. So today we'll learn, as I said, prepositions and along with a few new objects to help us in learning and increasing our vocabulary. So today we'll learn the word in, which is fi, on, ala, where, aina, the room, al-ghurfatu, the bathroom, al-hamamu, the kitchen, al-matbakhu, he is, huwa, what, ماذا, clock, الساعة. So these are the few words that we're going to need. Take time to learn them and then let's move on to the next slide. So now we're going to learn how to use in, which is fi, and we'll see how it changes slightly the vowels in the sentence. So first we're going to say the house, and we know how to say the house now. It's al-baytu. So here notice I've put the dhamma in red, which is the vowel above the last letter ta, which is a dhamma, al-baytu, al-baytu. But now we'll learn how to say in the house, and we'll see how it changes slightly the last letter, the vowel on the last letter. So we say fil bayti, fil bayti, fil bayti. So al baytu meaning the house, and in the house fil bayti. So this means in the house. So when a connecting word or preposition is added, the ending vowel will go from a dhamma, which is above the ta in al baytu, to a kasra, which is the line under the ta in fil bayti in the second sentence. So that's just an idea of how to use a preposition, and we're using the word in, which is fi. Let's do a few more examples, and just so we get the hang of it, and then once we do have the hang of it, we'll be able to move on very quickly. Alhamdulillah, we're on lesson 6 now. We've progressed so much already, and a lot of the things that we have learned now, we can make sentences, paragraphs, and we'll be able to pick up a lot of things and be able to, inshallah, go through children's books and eventually go on to magazines and newspapers to be able to understand those. So just some more examples so that we can understand it more. So the word for the mosque, how do you say the mosque? You should be able to remember now. It's al-masjidu, al-masjidu. Remember from the last lesson we learned how to use alif lam, meaning the, al, meaning the, and we know that when you put alif lam, you don't put a double dhamma, which is called a tanween. You just put just the dhamma. If it was just a mosque, it would be masjidun, but because it's the mosque, it's al-masjidu. So it will have the dhamma above the last letter. How do you say in the mosque? The same example as the last example on the previous slide. You would say fil masjidi. So here you have the kasra on the last letter. So just note the difference. If it doesn't have a preposition known as a jar or huruf jar or harf jar in Arabic, it will be al-masjidu. But once the jar comes, once the preposition word comes, then it becomes fil masjidi. So it has the kasra at the bottom. So you should be able to understand that quite clearly, and you can use any of the examples from before just to practice, and then you'll get the hang of it. Practice saying it around the house from the words that we have already learned, just to be able to note the difference. So now we're going to use the next preposition word, which is on, and the word for this is ala. So again, let's try practice before and after. So how do you say the desk? Al-maktabu, al-maktabu, meaning the desk. Same rule applies, nothing different. It's just you just have to apply the different word, which is ala. So on the desk, ala al-maktabi, ala al-maktabi. Note here that I'm not saying ala al-maktabi. Just for the ease of saying it, you just connect the first word to the second word. So ala al-maktabi, not ala al-maktabi. It just makes it a bit harder to say when you say it like that. It's not wrong, but to make it easier when you speak, you say ala al-maktabi or fil masjidi, fil bayti, instead of fi al-bayti or fi al-masjidi, fil masjidi. Same here, ala al-maktabi, on the desk. One more example for on, the bed, meaning al-sariru, al-sariru, or as-sariru, sorry, as-sariru, and on the bed, ala sariri, on the bed, ala sariri, ala sariri. So again, same examples, just using different word, but the main point here is understanding the grammatical changes. So we have the dhamma and the kasra. So these are the two important changes when we use a preposition. So now we'll go to level 2 now, and we'll just try to challenge ourselves and let's see if we can put the words that we know from before, and let's try to make a good sentence. So let's try practice saying this. Aina, where is Ahmed? Where is Ahmed? So the word for where we learned in the first at the beginning, meaning Aina. And Ahmed is the same in Arabic, just you have to convert it into Arabic text. Aina Ahmed, Aina Ahmed. So notice here, when you're saying someone's name, it still has the ending of so Ahmadun. But because we don't say that usually when we speak, so you can just say Aina Ahmad, Aina Ahmad, where is Ahmad? So here again, another point to remember, note at the bottom, that when you use the word Aina, it doesn't change the ending of the word. So because it's a question, it doesn't change the ending. It has no effect on any word. So Aina Ahmad, it won't become Aina Ahmadin or Aina Ahmadan. It will be the same. So Aina Ahmad, he is in the room. He is in the room. So here we're going to learn something new as well. So huwa fil ghurfati. Huwa fil ghurfati. So huwa, as you know, we're doing this for the first time. Huwa means he is. So it's referring to Ahmad, because Ahmad is masculine, we use the word huwa. So huwa in this sentence means he is. Huwa fil ghurfati. You can say as well Ahmad fil ghurfati, but because you have different ways of saying it. Even when we speak in English, we ask where someone is, we'll say he is here or he is there. So here's the same thing in Arabic. Huwa fil ghurfati. He is in the room. Remember, alif lam, we're using the same rules. Fil ghurfati we learned in the beginning, in the house or in the mosque. Here is the same, but we're learning a new word meaning room. Could be any room in the house, but usually they specify. But just for the sake of learning, we're learning just the word room. هو في الغرفة. He is in the room. And usually it's understood which room they're talking about when you're talking. So الغرفة or غرفة meaning a room or the room. So that's good. A lot learned in just this slide. We'll go to another example now. And where is Yasir? And where is Yasir? Again, we know how to say this. Just have to apply the word Yasir now. Wa aina Yasir? Wa aina Yasir? And where is Yasir? So same example as before, but we're adding the word wa. He is in the bathroom. He is in the bathroom. Remember, he is referring to Yasir. So now we'll use the word هو في الحمام. هو في الحمام. هو في الحمام. هو في الحمام. So he is in the bathroom. And here the new word here is al-hamam. Al-hamam is bathroom. You might have heard the word of hammam before. You have the Turkish hammams, which is a little bit different. But originally they all come from this word in Arabic, hammam, meaning bathroom. So note again, Aina hasn't changed, anything hasn't changed. The ending of the word Yasir is kept the same. So just a point again to remember that. Let's keep going. Let's have one more example of this. And where is Maryam? So you can just imagine you're in the house, you have 3 children, and one person is asking the other person where each of the children are. So now we go to the 3rd child, and this is important because now we're going to talk about the feminine form and how to address someone who's a female. So, and where is Maryam? وَأَيْنَ مَرْيَمُ وَأَيْنَ مَرْيَمُ. So again, we don't have to pronounce the last vowel. We can just say Maryam. So again, Aina doesn't change anything. وَأَيْنَ مَرْيَمُ. The only difference here you can notice that before in Yasir there was Yasirun, but in the feminine words or feminine names, sorry, you won't have the tanween. It would just be a dhamma. وَأَيْنَ Maryam. She is in the kitchen. So the new word we're going to learn for she is, let's see what that is. And that is hiya. So huwa was for he is, and hiya is referring to she is. So hiya means she is. Hiya fil matbakhi. Hiya fil matbakhi. Hiya fil matbakhi. Matbakhi meaning the kitchen. So al-matbakhu meaning the kitchen. Fil matbakhi, in the kitchen. So that's another great example for you to learn. Again, a lot to learn just in this slide as well. Level 3 now, and let's really try to test ourselves. So here we'll say, where is the book? Where is the book? And let's try to learn how to say that. أين الكتاب? أين الكتاب? Again, أين doesn't change the ending of the following word. So أين الكتاب? Where is the book? It is on the desk. It is on the desk. So now we'll just apply what we know already, but just something a little bit new about this word. So how do you say it is? هو على المكتب. So here again we've used the word huwa. Now you might be thinking, why did we use huwa again? So huwa, meaning he is also used for referring to an object, which gives the meaning of it is, and this is for masculine words. So everything in Arabic, the objects are either masculine or feminine. It's just up to us to identify which one is which. So we've been learning mostly masculine words so far, just to learn one side, and then we'll be able to apply the next side later on. So nearly all the words that we have learned already are all masculine. Apart from today's slide where we learned the word Maryam, which is feminine, apart from that, all of them are masculine. So we'll just slowly start adding more feminine words so to be able to understand which word to use to match with the object. So huwa ala al-maktabi. It is on the table. So how do you say it is? You would say huwa. Huwa ala al-maktabi. The book is on the table. It is on the table. Again, you can say al-kitabu ala al-maktabi. The book is on the table. Or if you want to say a book is on the table, kitabun ala al-maktabi. A book is on the table. So again, switch it up. Try to challenge yourself and really try to learn in every capacity that you can. The last one now, last example, level 3. We say, where is the clock? Where is the clock? And the reason I've put a clock and a watch on the bed is because they both have the same meaning. And now let's look at what the meaning of clock is or watch. أين الساعة? أين الساعة? It is on the bed. It is on the bed. So now let's try to say this. So it is on the bed. And before I told you huwa means it is for masculine. And here the word for watch or the word for clock is feminine. So we learned already how to address Maryam, which was hiya. So here again, because this word as-sa'atu is a feminine word, we would use hiya. Hiya ala sariri. Hiya ala sariri. So again, hiya means she is also used for referring to an object, which gives the meaning of it is in the feminine form. So because the word as-sa'atu is feminine, you would use the word hiya referring to it. If the word is masculine, for example, as-sariru, which is masculine, you would use huwa. So huwa sariru, it is a huwa. So huwa sarirun, it is a bed. Hiya sa'atun, it is a clock. So you understand the difference now. You just have to know the thing you're referring to, is it masculine or feminine? If it is, okay, should I use huwa or hiya? That's it. Once you've understood that, then it becomes very easy for you. So, أين الساعة? Where is the clock? هي على السرير. It is on the bed. And so that's about it for today. I hope you learned a lot in today's lesson. If you have, let me know, and whatever you want to add or include in these lessons, just write a comment in the description, and we'll try to improve as we go along. So Jazakumullah Jaza for watching, and I hope you benefited from today's lesson. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.